Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Films by Jeremy. Thanks again for stopping by. From the title of the video, this might be a longer video, I'm not too sure. So hey, grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, and let's get started. This weekend I finished up a wedding film. It's my second one this year. It hasn't been the busiest for wedding films this year, just because I never really advertised. That's kind of on me, but plus I've been incredibly busy with other things. But this is a video also I've been wanting to do for a long time. Ever since really the conception of this channel, I've been wanting to discuss gear that I use for my wedding filmmaking. Let's do it. Everything is gonna be linked in the description below. First and foremost, you've seen this before. And if you haven't, check out this video here, the Lumix S9 Mark IIX cinema rig. I know everything nowadays is just called cinema everything, but if you really want to know all the pieces and whatnot, go ahead and check that video out. The most important part I'll just discuss right now is the 24-70 lens. It's really the only lens I used during my wedding filmmaking, unless I'm using my gimbal with the S9 on it, and then I'll switch out like to a prime lens, like a 35 on the S9 and gimbal. So that's the main camera. I do a lot of my wedding filmmaking nowadays just handheld, and that is because that I find with a gimbal, you end up missing a lot because you're adjusting your gimbal, you're adjusting your camera settings, you're doing all that before you can even hit record. With a handheld setup, you're able to just, whip around and get moments on a whim, and that's why you're being hired as a wedding filmmaker, is to get all these moments. They're relying on you to capture their special day, so might as well make it easy on yourself while having a pretty kick-ass looking rig. This is just in frame, so might as well just say, hey, I bring a ton of SD cards with me. Most of my SD cards right now are importing my footage, and so, but this is the Pelican hard case SD card holder. I've heard stories of other SD card holders actually corrupting their cards due to static electricity. I've never had that with this. I've never had a corrupt card ever. So yeah, good case. I'm wearing the mics now, but I've been using the DJI wireless mics. Even on my last video, someone asked me, what mics are you using for the audio? I like the audio. Yeah, the DJI mics, I use those for the wedding films. And that will lead me into another piece of kit that I use are these Shure lav mics that just plug in to the mic system here, and it creates a very minimal, low profile mic. You put it on a black jacket, tuck it into a pocket, you're set. I know DJI has the white ones. I just don't have those yet. How to get audio off the bride, I just feed it off the groom still. I should also recognize that I'm a solo shooter. So if you're wondering, do I have a team? Do I have another videographer with me? No, I shoot all by myself. It's kind of a smaller community here where I live. It's a little hard to find people to help me out, and quite frankly, I've been doing this myself the entire time, and it hasn't really steered me wrong. So yeah, that's that. I film weddings by myself. I typically run 3 cameras for something like a ceremony and also the speeches. And so for a B camera or C camera, this is the original Lumix S9, so the S9 Mark I. Yeah, I just set it up off to the side on the groom side or the bride side or the speech giver side, and I just roll. And the lens on it right now is the Lumix Prime 85mm lens. So you know that I've already have the 24-70 on. I have the 85mm, and I've been actually thinning out my lens kit for wedding videos because I want to keep it as low profile and low key as possible. Just in case I bring the 100mm f2.8, I rarely use this lens on weddings. The 35 f1.4, I primarily use that on the S9 and the gimbal. I don't really use it handheld because I'm always trying to keep the 24-70 on the handheld rig. Again, I'm a solo shooter. I want it to be a seamless, smooth experience for me, so I'm not getting stressed out trying to switch out lenses. And then the 50mm, the last wedding I just did, I only used the 85mm and the 50mm for the ceremony. And if the 50mm is too wide, I just punch in post because I just shoot 4K. Trying to put everything nice and neat here. And I do use the Lumix S9 as well. It's what's recording this video, so I can't really quite show it to you. I use the Zhiyun Cinepure Weebill 3E for my gimbal. Again, I want it to be easy to use, lightweight, stress-free, and this gimbal is that, and it does the job. Not only do I use it for real estate and all the gigs I need gimbal work done with, I also use it for weddings now. And I was a little scared to do it, but I'm glad I brought it along with me because it just helped me get those gimbal shots that I needed. Yeah, so when you're just shooting alone, you know, less is more. But you're gonna notice really quickly that there's a lot of stuff that I bring with me. But there's a method to my madness, okay? Here we go. This is the DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro. I know they have the 4 now, but I haven't really felt like I needed to upgrade. I won't upgrade till this crashes into a tree. And well, it's crashed into a tree multiple times, but finally bites the dust. But this drone has been just so great to have. It's such a great, and a drone is a tool, right? It's a tool like everything. It's a great tool to have. It's future-proofed me. 10-bit color, DJI light. I don't need the full DJI log profile, but if I do upgrade to the 4 and I get the full log profile, I won't complain. And it's 249 grams, so that means you don't really need your license for it. But it's good to know the rules, and I've never crashed into people or buildings. So there's that. Okay, audio. So I did it out of order, but yeah, DJI mics for miking up my groom, officiant. I will get a bride mic one day, but so far, again, for the past 5 years, I've been doing this. Feeding off of the groom has always been fine. And then plus with the extra AI noise reductions or background removal on DaVinci, it's just like magic and it sounds great. Here's my second piece of audio kit, and it is the Zoom H4n Pro handy recorder. I've had this since the beginning of my videography journey, way back in 2018, the Stone Ages. And I've been using it since. It's not the best recorder in the world, and there's way better, way newer ones. I just don't have them. But I know Tascam has, well, Zoom has great ones with 32-bit float. So one cool thing I do is that during speeches, I have this plugged into the soundboard or an output on the speakers. Not only do I get the feed into the box here recording to an SD card, but I also take a 3.5mm jack, feed it into the headphone jack, into one of my DJI mics, and like the lav mic, I just pop it into the 3.5mm jack input. And now I get feed to the receiver, straight to the camera, and also a backup here as well. And if all goes according to plan, I don't have to manually line up the audio in post. And so again, that's just a faster, more efficient workflow. Bags that I carry with me, how about that? The brand is called Tenba. It's huge inside, and you can make little compartments yourself and everything. This bag is the Tenba Cinelux Shoulder Bag 21. For my main camera bag, I'm using the Lowepro BP 300 AW3. That's a mouthful. And then I have this huge newer bag, and I use this for stands or really anything else that I need. So yeah, this is just a newer stand carrying case. Can't really tell you how tall this thing is, but if I think about it, I'll put it in text here so you'll be able to see it. And I'll just show you what's in the box, or case for that matter. So here we go. We'll start off with this. This is the Godox FV150 light. I use this light for speeches, dances, first dances if I can. I started using this next piece of kit this year. Is the Godox CS8050D. It's just a lantern, and I put that Godox light on this newer light stand. Hey Artie. He has to make an appearance on every one of my videos. I also use, I don't even know if they make this anymore, if they sell this, but it's an Aperture light box here. You just put one of the MPF batteries in. I put it on like either my handheld rig, or I just take the S9 and toss it on top of the S9. It's almost like a flash, but for video, right? A consistent flash, but for video. Yeah, I just put it on the S9 or my handheld rig, just on the hot shoot mount, and turn it on when I want to start recording, and then and I duck down, turn it off immediately so people don't totally hate me. So yeah, a lot of stuff. I bring a lot of stuff to a wedding. Tripods. See, I'm rocking the SmallRig tripod. And then tripod number 2. This is a Manfrotto tripod. So yeah, you know, tripods. What's there to say about them? And other than like, you know, power cables, not very interesting. I believe that's it. This is the method to my, this is my madness. This is all the gear laid out here, plus bags and whatnot. And if you're wondering how many trips does it take to get from the car to the reception area or a ceremony area, 1 trip, and you'd be shocked to hear it, 1 trip. I'm done now. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, hey, please, I know I never say this, but yeah, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And hey, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye now.